Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Renuka and today I am sharing a really special project with Simon's card kit. But you can create this card with any kind of supplies you have with you. I just give one an idea that how this card is open, and it's a little bit I'm not saying it's difficult, but it's a little bit a time consuming process. So just we are gonna step by step see how we're gonna do that. I just share the idea that how you can use the pattern paper two ways. So I just die cut out the heart shape as well as use the lawn font borders to make the one side of that paper. Now here you can see that 6x6 pattern paper pad I have. 6 by just cut out only the height wise, not the length wise, so I can stick that card. Means I just cut out one piece from that as 6 by 5.5. Now I'm using here a stamp which came in a kit and I'm putting this in the watercolor paper. Just draw the pencil mark to get an idea that where I want to put that stamp. Basic idea of this card is I want a window where you can see through the card, and it kind of matching the background of outer side too. So my main idea that rainbow won't show up outside, only those flower will. Most of the times I speed up my video like 6 or 5%, 5 times I mean, and but this time this is a little bit slower, so you can get an idea that how you can do and the whole process. So then I put a clear embossing powder there. Just for that I decided to use the watercolor, so my image will nice and scripts up after that. And then we have that heart shape cut out. Then these are the sticker like saying the hydrangea, pony and mongolia, the flowers name. So I decided to put those flower names in the heart in between somewhere and kind of making the inside of that card. So here I'll just put that inside, and here I have a A2 size card which is normal size card, and I cut out that from the paper coming kit. And then I'm working outward. Most of the times we make the outer side of the card and then we make the inner side, but now we are going a little bit reverse process. We're gonna make inside of the card first and then we go outside. But once you got the process, you can go ahead and just do whatever you feel comfortable way, because main attachment is the last thing. Now here I'm using just pattern paper came with the kit and kind of match everything together. I just don't want that pattern paper gonna just pop up and everything gonna look different each side. Now when I score that, I see that it's having a little bit outside hanging there, so I just get tiny strip of that paper out so that it gonna match really nicely. Now I have this lawn font die and I didn't cut out that, so this is the one other technique I want to show you, that how you can without cutting use those dies. So whatever you want to cut, put that outside, and if you don't want to cut, that is inside. It's very simple. I love this Simon's die cut out lace, but somehow I don't want to be apart for it. Maybe one day I will do that, but today, yeah, this is the trick that how I use the things if I don't want to. And then I just put out that thing and then decided that okay, I don't want to cut the thing, but I just want to show you that how it gonna get flipped around it. So that I decided to go ahead and just put that inside. So in this way I will get just those hearts, and those hearts kind of just pop through, kind of making window there. So after cutting out, you can see that how those small hearts pop, and we're gonna use those heart to again, you know, kind of embellishment on the card, although they are the same. So I just rub and put that pattern paper heart, and then I'm kind of inclining everything there. Here just make sure that you are not using any foam or kind of tape. Card is already bulky, so I'm just kind of putting those small hearts there, and I will put the glossy accent on them too. Whenever you want to put the glossy accent on your project, just remind that it took a lots of time to dry them, so, or no drops also. So just take those time and work accordingly. Most of the times this kind of stuff people do in the last, but here this is the inside of the card, so I decided to put and cover those first so those can dry, and after those drying I can put the outside of the card. I will do the coloring process also, and that is kind of a detailed project here. You if you don't want to color, you can just put a sticker there, but rather than putting the sticker, I thought coloring gonna look nice, so I just pull out the one of the watering can, and then I decided to kind of giving more dimension to it, so I put olive green cardstock beneath it and just stick on that, and then kind of fuzzy cut out the can. You don't have to do this, you can just go ahead and remove stickiness behind, or just like that. And then I just make one hole there to put those small flowers inside. Now if you remember the Hero Arts kit, the last year they have this kind of combinations, the watering can and the flowers and everything, and yeah, it reminds me that thing. If you don't watch the videos what I make, that I will link those video in the end of this post, and make sure to watch the other videos too what I made with this kit. So I just put anti-static powder there, and then put all those stickers there, so it kind of lose their stickiness, and then kind of arranging them the way I want. And now I'll just clean my work surface, and this is the time to put all things together. Here I'm using double-sided tape. It's kind of more secure in that way. And now if you don't want to make this kind of card, you can make this a shaker card also, as the process is same, the slightly you have to add the shakers thing in that. Now these are the small kind of details that how I can add and pop the card more. So I use the same die and just tracing the outside of that heart shape here. After that I will add those flowers, and yeah, that's gonna look really awesome. And I just want to make sure that when I'm adding the glue behind that watering can, it will not peek out of that heart shape. Just make sure that you don't have any glue on that window. I hope that makes sense, cause otherwise it will stick. I'm kind of searching for a sentiment, and in my mind somewhere I'm deciding that I love fresh flowers, and you can hand written inside that you, but somehow I don't like whatever I stamp on the sticker, so I'll end up using the different idea for that inside. And then I'm just kind of arranging all the things, just making sure that nothing is gluey thing inside that window. It's kind of peeking out there, the flowers kind of rolling, and this process makes very simple if you are not attaching all the parts together. So I'm working here in the panels, that first of all I'm creating the outer panel, then inside panels, and now you can see that what I'm talking from the inside of the part. If you don't like that inside part, then you can put more stickers to cover from inside, like the flower stickers. Now I want some kind of sentiment there, but still I don't want to lose those watercolor flower effect, the roses, so I decided to use the volume, the go-to technique for me, and then I keep that aside again, cause I want that volume should be nice dry after I put the ink there. And decided to add little bit of more pink, and this is the same sheet where I decided and give kind of idea that what you can do with this kit. If you watch my unboxing, I told you about this card that I'm planning to do something like that. So for this special card I decided to I'll make a one video. Sorry, this video is a bit longer than normal video for making one card, but I thought if the process is like a little bit slower, then everyone can understand it really nicely. So after this, these kind of small things are most of the times added to the card if I want to make a special card, rather than putting all the pattern papers together. I love to do this kind of things, and you can see that the inside of the card is so pretty. And you can make, in fact, this kind of thing outside so that that gonna also work. You can make two cards with like that. And now in the front panel of this, now each time I'll show you that how those gonna look together. Now you can stop here and just put the card together, but I decided to add that watercolor panel inside. So that is my main idea of doing this card. And then I grab one organza ribbon and make a small bow upper side. And this is a kind of very versatile card. You can give it to any occasion, like the spring, the happy birthday, and I love you to say that we are together, or any kind of sentiment you can customize with it. So after this, I'm kind of manipulating that bow, and I will use always the glue dots to put the bow at its shape, because liquid glue never worked for me in that way. And then when it works, now I want everything gonna stay together, so I'll use just morning dew no drop. Somehow my glossy accent doesn't work this time, it's clotted, so I'm just using this. So after this, I'll add more dewdrops on those flowers and the front wall, and then I'll keep aside this panel, and then we'll work on the watercolor image, coloring the watercolor image. Although I'm not using a very special technique for watercoloring, but if you like to see, you can watch, or you can just skip this part. I'm using the Zig clean color markers for that. And this is the easiest way to stick the vellum paper. Just stick beneath underneath that watering can, and now you can see those flowers, the same time the sentiment too. And each time I just want to make sure that everything gonna fit perfectly. That's why I'm checking that every time. And after this, the time to watercolor the thing, so I just use the eraser to rub off the pencil marks, and then kind of cut that panel how I want to poke in that window. And then I will put that panel and kind of see that whatever works for me, and I'm cutting those panels from upper and down. I suggest you, when you're doing these kind of projects, don't go with the exact size. First, when you stamp the image or something, first of all you just stamp and do the things. Debbie gives you a nice idea in the card sheet that how to color. She uses very light-handedly colors. I want more bright here, so this is the one strip that came out, and I'm kind of checking there that how that gonna look on this paper. Now I just want to more green rain color boots, cause I thought there is lots of pink and red going around. So this time a little bit a different kind of shade I'm choosing. Rather than choosing blue, it gonna not match the card, so I choose here green. And I just put on the music, cause it's a pretty simple thing that how I'm going to shade this one. So after this I just gonna stick that panel on the main front, and you can create this kind of card also rather than adding the third overlay on that panel. Just want to give an idea, and then it's time to add little bit of more small details, and then I'm using that leftover strip inside too. When you cut this kind of things, you got that emboss things with those third, because I didn't cut the lawn fawn heart shape border, so I just want to skip that. And then I'm kind of putting everything together, and this completes today's card. It's a little bit longer, but it took me a little bit more time than I thought, but I really like how it turned out, and I'm very happy with this. If you like this video also, you can comment and let me know that how you would like this kind of projects or not. You can see all those cards on my Instagram page also. I didn't update my blog yet, but soon I will do that. And for such more videos, you can subscribe to my channel, hit the like button if you like it. So up till the next crafty video, have a crafty life.